Brendan, it was a tough day weather-wise, but the team seemed to handle the conditions brilliantly. How pleased are you with the way the team maintained that composure and secured the win despite the wind, the rain and all the elements?
Yeah, it was an awful day. I think the players showed their concentration levels, obviously because it hadn't stopped since the warm-up. So yeah, very good start to the game. Really pleased with how we played against St Mirren's system. Obviously Stephen organises his team so well, but we played the system well, because it's a switching game and you play against that sort of 5-3-2. You've got to go down one side, come out the other side, and a couple of our goals has come from that. So so pleased with that aspect and how we concentrated in the game.
One to pick out was Rio Hatate. He was outstanding today, not only scoring but playing a key role in controlling the midfield. Brendan, what did you make of his performance and how important is he becoming to Celtic, especially over the next season?
Well, I think he's a very important player. Clearly he's been here for a few years now, so he understands the levels required, and unfortunately for him last year it was a wee bit hit and miss in terms of his training and availability, but this year he's been very good in pre-season and he's carried that into the season. So I think for Rio he's top class player. It's all going to be about consistency. Can he consistently do it week in, week out? Because if he can, then he's a big talent.
And keeping in with the midfield, Brendan, it's your captain, Callum McGregor, once again finding the back of the net, continuing quite a remarkable record of scoring in every Premiership season since the 2014-15 season. It's a question you get asked all the time, but how important is he to this club and this team?
Well, he's critical. He's the tempo setter for the team. He gives that reassurance to everyone else in the team. If the team's struggling or stuck, he can take the ball or do something, make something happen. And today he gets us off the mark. So what he does really well for the goal, he tracks the game. He moves with it, he goes down the side. Normally you find a lot of controlling players as the ball progresses and then it comes back out again and we arrive at the edge of the box. Sometimes they can be quite a way away from it, but he was there, ready to get his touch and shot, and it was another great finish.
And a special moment today for young Francis Turley making his debut, 18 years of age. He made an impression during pre-season, but that's a great moment for him and his family.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic to say he played for Celtic, and now, as I said, he understands the work that he needs to do, but this is rewarding our young players, and he, like you say, was very good over the course of pre-season. He's got a lot of work to do physically in his development, and that'll come with both him working and natural maturation. But at 18 he's got a great football brain, and that's a nice reward for him and his family, and now he can really keep pushing to get more appearances.
And of course the focus will now switch to a packed Paradise next Sunday in the Glasgow Derby. We're hoping today's performance will set the tone for that one next week, Brendan.
Yeah, I think our start to the season has. We've been a really good place right the way through. You know, from coming back from that first day, the level, the tempo, the intensity, the connections all around the team with and without the ball have been excellent. So, but we now come to this first game next weekend of what are really big games for the supporters, and yeah, we're going to have a really good week's training, and then get ready for that before the first sort of pit stop of the season as such with the international break.
Well, Brendan, congratulations on a wet but fantastic 3-0 win today.
Yeah, but and I think it's worth mentioning a shout out to the supporters, because to come here today, to travel and in that weather, and for them to be active and loud for the whole game really pushed the team. So a big thank you to them for turning up.